Okay, so take three. I've spent 3 times trying to do this because I've fucked the first bit. Oh well. So I'm Lewis. I'm back again, and I'm going to be doing my top 35 songs of the Beatles. And the Beatles are brilliant. If you didn't know, yeah, they're really good, right? So how I'm going to do it? I'm going to do my top 35, right? I'm going to talk about number 15 to number 1. I'm going to list off 35 to number 16, right? So, I shall just get on with that. So, right, let's pray it's third time lucky. Let's just get this right. And remember, Piggies is not number 19. Right, okay. 35, Revolution 9. Yeah, you're in for a cracker of a list. 34, Back in the USSR. 33, Golden Slumbers. 32, Rocky Raccoon. 31, Getting Better. 30, Hold Me Tight. 29, All Together Now. 28, Blue Jay Way. 27, 8 Days a Week. 26, Eleanor Rigby. 25, Fixing a Hole. 24, I've Just Seen a Face. 23, I'm the Walrus. 22, I Should Have Known Better. 21, I Want to Hold Your Hand. 20, Nowhere Man. 19, Norwegian Wood. 18, Piggies. 17, Taxman. 16, Andrew Bird Can Sing. Yes! Right, okay, I done it. I done it. That shouldn't have been hard, but I made it hard for myself. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my number 15 to my number 1 now. So, my number 15 is not a shock and not a really obvious word either. It's All Too Much. Number 15, It's All Too Much. It's All Too Much was from the movie The Yellow Submarine, and from the album The Yellow Submarine, in fact. It was the ending song of Yellow Submarine, and I think it's fantastic, right? I think it's a great song to cap off a brilliant film, to be honest. Really good song. Right, okay, so number 14 is from the album Revolver, Got to Get You Into My Life. And I like this because it's right before Tomorrow Never Knows, and it's kind of like the setup to Tomorrow Never Knows, but it's not, because like you're not expecting Tomorrow Never Knows, because Gotta Get You Into My Life just kind of like throws you off course. You know, you're in this like really happy, like kind of like love song, which I think is fantastic. Gotta Get You Into My Life. So I'm gonna move on to number 13, and number 13 is a mainstream one. It's Let It Be, and Paul McCartney does a great job on Let It Be, a very great job indeed. So it is a mainstream one. He actually wrote it for his mother, right? And George Harrison's rock solo is brilliant, right? His guitar solo is fantastic, right? Paul, Paul's never gonna fucking watch this, is he? But Paul, if you somehow stumble upon this channel and you watch my top 35 Beatles songs, George Harrison's guitar solo is amazing, right? It might have been for your mum, right, who was dead, but you can't beat a guitar solo, especially when it's that good, right? I will not agree with the Phil Spector cranking it up, though. That was far. It didn't need to be cranked up. It just needed to be, just right. Just on the same level as the song, you know. So I'm going to move on to number 12, and number 12 is, I've talked about it already, it's from the album Revolver, it's Tomorrow Never Knows. And Tomorrow Never Knows is the weirdest fucking song I've ever heard in my life. Yep, it's so damn weird. Tomorrow Never Knows is the weirdest song I've ever heard in my life. And I don't quite know how to describe it. It has peacock calls in it. I think, hold on, will be like, I just need to grab. Just so I'm not wrong on my facts, the lead singer is John Lennon. Yep. I just had to grab my Revolver album. I would have looked really dumb if I'd have got that wrong. That's why I just thought I'd, quickly grab it just to make sure. I knew it was either Lennon or McCartney. Yep. And that is Tomorrow Never Knows. Number... Oh god, what number are we on now? Number 11 is Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite, and that is a Lennon and McCartney one, isn't it? I think so. I'm gonna go with that. I think it's a Lennon and McCartney one, and it's a really good song. Like, and of course, Henry the Horse Dances the Waltz. Who comes up with that? The Beatles. That's who comes up with that, right? Like, no one else would think to come up with that. Maybe, you know, a certain man by the name of David Bowie, but, you know, I think, in my opinion, the Beatles are more creative than Bowie. However, in my opinion, Bowie brought out the better music. Not much to separate them. The Beatles are just a small tad below Bowie. Right, okay, so we're going to move on to number 10. And number 10 is A Day in the Life. Another Lennon and McCartney one. It starts off with John Lennon in the kind of like sort of like slow bit. The the kind of like slowish. It's kind of like a depressing bit, really, but I wouldn't exactly call it depressing. It's kind of moving, and then it kind of like bumps into the McCartney bit when it's kind of upbeat. Then it goes back to the Lennon bit, and I don't call this song A Day in the Life. I call this song, oh, is this I heard the news today, oh boy? Fuck off, right? I'm not putting that on, right? Little bit of backstory. I was getting my makeup done in drama, and I went, "Oh, sir, could you please put A Day in the Life on?" And he put it on for like a couple of seconds, and he was like, "Is this I read the news today, oh boy?" Nah, fuck off. This is too depressing. I can't put this on. Oh god, it is a bit depressing for drama. So, oh well. But I still really like it. So we're going to move on to number 9. Number 9. Number 9? Right. So, number 9 is Girl by John Lennon of the Beatles. Girl is a top favourite of mine. Honestly, just absolutely brilliant. It's kinda symbolic of Yoko. Kind of. Even though he didn't know Yoko back then, it kind of reminded... He probably, like, if he knew Yoko, that was probably made for her. You know, I don't like Yoko at all. It should have been her that got shot instead of John, of course. But, oh well. You know, you can't really change what's been done in the past, you know. Paul Lennon, no, he is, right? John Lennon was kind of like, he was crazy, wasn't he? Paul McCartney was kind of a control freak. George Harrison wanted to do more songs, and Ringo was just Ringo, wasn't he? Oh, I love Ringo, he's awesome. Right. So, number 8 is... Number 8? Right, okay, no, it doesn't work as well. Right. So, number 8 is She's Leaving Home, and it's kind of an odd choice, to be honest. She's Leaving Home is a good one. I really like it. I'm trying to think who sings She's Leaving Home again. Hold the damn phone. I know someone sings it, right? Oh god. My humour is fantastic. Hold on. Here we go. Lead vocal Paul. There we are. It was a Paul song. Oh, I just had to get my album out there. So, She's Leaving Home's fantastic. On to number 7. And wait, was that number 7? Hold on. No, that was number 8. Number 7 is from the album Let It Be, and it is I Me Mine, a George Harrison song. I can't get this back in. Right. It's a George Harrison song, and I've always liked I Me Mine. I've always thought it was quite a good song from the minute I heard it. I have George Harrison as my favourite Beatle as well, so it kind of contributes to the fact that I really like George Harrison. Oh god, I'm tired. But moving on to number 6, and number 6 is A Hard Day's Night. And A Hard Day's Night is a Paul song. Yep, a Paul song. Hold on, no, I'll need to look for this. Yeah, so A Hard Day's Night, it kicks off the film A Hard Day's Night, which is an amazing film, by the way. Which Beatle sings A Hard Day's Night? I believe it is Paul, but I could be wrong. Actually, I think it might be all of them, in fact. This song written by John Lennon. Oh, thanks for telling me. Yeah, I'll just still go with it's a John and Paul one. Why don't I just go with that? Right. Okay. So number 6, A Hard Day's Night. Number five. Right. No, it doesn't work as well. Stop doing all this. Right. Number 5 is the one after 909. It is an incredible song. It's a good beat, like it really kicks up a party. Yeah, it's such a good song, right? The one after 909 is a fantastic one, and we're going to be moving on to our number 4 pick now. And my number 4 pick is Paperback Writer. Paperback Writer has one of the best melodies in the song. It's so fucking good, right? Paperback Writer is fantastic. We'll be moving on to number 3 now, and number 3 is Strawberry Fields Forever, vocals provided by Paul McCartney. And what can I say about this one? This one's fantastic. It is a really sad song. It's quite emotional, It kind of reminds me of myself, kind of. Yeah. John, you have anything to add to that? Yeah. Well, don't anymore. So, okay. Right. on number 2 and on number 1. On number 2 is the ballads. This is so dark. I claim John Lennon's my 3rd favourite Beatle. Yes. Yeah. He's my number 1 and 2 choice for songs. Oh well, it's my number 2 choice is the ballad of John and Yoko. Obviously sung by John Lennon, and Paul McCartney provided backing vocals. It is a fantastic song. It is kind of how Yoko and John's life went when they first got together, and I like it. It's a fantastic song. And number 1, I don't think anyone will be expecting number 1. It's from the album Revolver, and is another John Lennon one. It's She Said, She Said. And I've recently come to love this song. When I first listened to it, I was like, okay, that's good. And then I've listened to it more and more and more. And I'm like, okay, that's brilliant. Right. So that is my top 35 Beatles songs list. I hope everyone's enjoyed. It's been a shortish video today, but oh well. You can't beat a little short video. So by the time it's taken round to upload podcast 5, I'll probably be uploaded about a couple of videos. So I'll see you in the next video. See yous!